Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about Terra Luna. If you have not been paying attention to the chart, you might not know, but in the past 4 hours, Luna has started having one of the fastest recovery out of all the top altcoins. Also, one of the holders of Luna decided to go to Kwon's house and ended up getting arrested. Also, a lot of more people are starting to burn their Luna token, trying to help out the community. There is a lot to cover today, but if you guys are here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with Luna, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button right there, slap a like on the video, completely free to do so. It will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people see the incredible side of Luna, they decide to put their trust back into it, it starts spiking up, and all of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Other than that, let's get straight into it. So to begin with today's video, before we look at the 1 hour chart, I mean it is starting to look really positive for Luna despite the whales not buying in heavy chunks. The chart is still looking really good. Before we look into that though, I want to show you guys a breaking news which is a little scary and concerning. So if we look at this, a Luna investor was arrested for knocking on Kwon's door after losing $2.4 million in the Terra crash. Now this is something you would not do because going to someone's house, that is actually trespassing and you can be arrested for that. A crypto investor has been arrested after knocking on Kwon's door following the collapse of Terra Luna and also UST. He lost $2.4 million and now under investigation by South Korean police. I felt like I was going to die, he said after losing his investment. Now this is a little sad. At the same time, it's not the right thing to do if you do decide to go to someone's house. As I mentioned, it is trespassing and you can get into a lot of trouble as he is going to do so by the authorities. I lost a lot of money in a short period of time. Around $2.4 million in cryptocurrency was wiped off. I mean, the authorities are going ahead and doing so much research on Kwon. They have also freeze every single asset that the Terra Labs is actually holding onto, and no exchanges is allowed to actually let them withdraw their money, and that's actually done by the South Korean authorities. But this is a little far and a stretch. I personally would not recommend anyone to do this, as you can get into a lot of trouble from legal point of view. Another thing which I want to show you guys is look at the chart. It's starting to look very good. So from this point, after we did get to this point, we did have a pullback. Now once the pullback came to an end, you guys can see it did tested a very strong support around this zone, and from that point, as you can see, we have broken over the resistance that was holding the price down, and now we are in the climbing zone. Personally, I'm really excited to see if it does decide to break over the strong resistance over here. This was created about 48 to 72 hours ago. If we do decide to break through them, there is nothing stopping us from making it all the way to 28, which would be a massive gain from the point we are right now. If you decide to buy right now and hold until 28, that's still close to a 51% increase from this point forward. Also, if we decide to look at the RSI line, you guys can see it is sitting in the dead middle, so there is still a chance that there could be an explosive move. And a lot of retail investors and also the people who are whales might not decide to sell. A lot of retail investors and whales like to look at the RSI line, and if the RSI line decides to stay in the middle zone like it is doing right now, a lot of people will decide to keep holding for a long term. And personally, I'm really excited to see where all of this is going to head off, as it is starting to look really good. Now another also great news is if we decide to look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, they have also started to go into the positive. Bitcoin is close to 29.5k and Ethereum is closing in close to 2k. Also, precious metal gold and silver are also doing very well from yesterday. So this just shows that the whole market is making a slight recovery, but Luna overall is performing the best when it comes to the whole of the crypto market and the top tier tokens. If we decide to look at the recovery it just had in the past 12 hours or so, it's still close to a 26%. If we decide to look at coin market cap, you guys can see it's up close to 12% just today, and also the trading volume is not doing very well. This suggests that a lot of retail investors have taken their money out and the whales are not putting in that much money. In a way, this is a good thing, because without the whales, if we can have such a good recovery, this just means imagine when the whales actually come back, this is going to go explosive. Trading volume to the market cap ratio is close to 20 or 47%, which is still very good, and I personally would want it to be a little bit higher, but we can relate on that we can rely on that as long as the price is still staying in the green. Another thing which I want to show you guys is, look at this. Terra at make or break point as the community burns millions of Luna in a hope of huge price rebound. As we talked about yesterday, Kwon actually gave out the address to burn Luna. Now a lot of people are actually sending their Luna tokens to the address in the hope that the whole of the community starts doing it, and then the price starts dipping even more. If the burning actually goes on, obviously it would actually help decrease the circulating supply and over time help the price go up. But in my opinion, the best thing to do is, the reason a lot of people are sending their token is to try to open the eyes for Kwon and also big exchanges to try to help. And there are some exchanges in their way that are trying to help. Now the reason this is actually really helpful is we're actually open up eyes for the whole of the Luna team and also for the people who are big exchanges CEOs, as the exchanges could also come in and try to help, as there are some exchanges that decided to use all the fees to buy back Luna and burn them. That's probably the best way to help out, and obviously if the community is doing their bits, the team will want to do their bits as well. Now Kwon has been warning the community every single day, saying, hey guys, do not send your Luna to the burn address, that this is not going to help out at all. Personally, I do not agree with them, because at least everyone is trying. You guys can also use their reserves to try to bring the circulating supply down, and then maybe the price might pump up and a lot of people will be happier. That's just my opinion. Again, I don't like to put it onto other people, but let me know down in the comment section if you guys agree with me. Another thing is, investors abandon crypto because of Terra's collapse, says IMF managing director. We talked about this yesterday, and she said people should not abandon crypto, because there are some people who are like, yo, crypto is just a scam, let's walk away from it. IMF said, hey, this is not the right thing to do. I would beg you not to pull out importance of this world. It offers us all faster service, much lower cost and more illusion, but only if we separate apples from oranges and bananas. So pretty much she's saying there is bad things, there's good things. We just need to keep using the good things. Do not abandon the good things because of the bad things. And I do agree with her 100%. Another thing is Delby. They have said after the catastrophic event of Luna UST, this is starting to look really bad for them, as they're trying to make most of their money back, but they keep losing a lot of money. Delby also held millions of dollars in crypto for Luna, and now it is worth nothing. Personally, it is really sad for them, but at the same time, it is their fault, as they did decide to invest in it as much as they could. Another thing is Terra 2.0 is not a hard fork, was also covered by EWN. And personally, this is crazy that Terra 2.0 is going to be out soon, which is soon as like in 2 days. And a lot of people will actually start forgetting Luna Classic, which is just scary to me. But other than that, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.